Folks, it's with a heavy heart that I must tell you that Joe Gorman on today, October 19th. Is it the 19th?
2022.
2022.
October 19th.
Joe Gorman, as we knew him, has passed away. That's because we knew the 37-year-old Joe Gorman. But
The
now
38-year-old Joe Gorman is alive and well. Welcome to Locker Room Talk, the birthday episode.
Yikes.
Bobby Sheehan, Matt Maran, and the birthday boy Joe Gorman.
How
Oh
do you
my
feel,
God.
dude? You're in your late 30s.
Yikes, dude. How wild is that? I got my birthday wish
What's your wish?
to be on the greatest podcast ever.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. You
How
do Real
about
Ass
that?
Podcasts all the time.
Oh, come on now. We're not signed by Gas Digital. We don't need to say that.
That's right.
It's my birthday. It's the birthday episode. We can tell no lies.
It's Joe's birthday week, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
For your birthday, you want us to not tell a single lie on the podcast?
Yes, I want this to be like its namesake, the most honest podcast. in New
Bobby,
York.
are you gay?
I plead the fifth.
The Mark McGuire answer. He's
Yikes.
not lying. I'm not here to talk about the past. Technically, Mark McGuire didn't plead the fifth. That was the big thing. Do you remember that at all? It was the baseball steroid trial.
All I know is he's a redhead, so he's done nothing wrong.
Yes, they
He
asked.
said it was creatine that he was on.
Ooh, I take creatine
Do you really?
every morning and every night.
I'm all natural, baby.
I mean, come on. You don't get a physique like this from
Right.
just fruits and vegetables
Yeah,
and 5
that's
Quest
true.
bars a day.
Yeah. No, it was all the baseball players. I don't even remember if he said he was on creatine or not. He didn't say anything. They asked him if he'd ever done steroids. He said, I'm not here to talk about the past. I'm here to talk about how we can move forward. And they were like, are you pleading the fifth? He wouldn't even say he was pleading the fifth. He just said, I'm just not here to talk about the past. Because he had retired already.
Oh, perfect.
So it was after they were just trying to deal with steroids in baseball.
Was he subpoenaed, do you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
A bunch of them were, because they were, it was weird how there was a Senator Mitchell did the Mitchell report, where they found, like, all these players had done steroids, and so some players who were in the Mitchell report were subpoenaed, and some that weren't, that just happened to be big-name players at the time, were also subpoenaed. And they asked them all about steroid use. Very nice. That was Bobby fingering Joe's mustache.
I like
For
it.
his birthday.
Yeah.
Why not, man?
That was Rafael Palmeiro, who's one of the best hitters ever, points directly at them and says, listen to me, I have never used steroids. He was still playing at the time. Later that year, he was suspended for testing positive for steroids.
Dude, never deny. See, Mark McGuire had the right idea.
Yeah.
But now we can't believe anything he says.
Well, no, later on, Mark McGuire came out and admitted to using steroids because he wanted a job as a hitting coach. He got hired, I think it was first by the Marlins, then he was with the Cardinals, and he was working, and the Dodgers at one point. He was working as a hitting coach, and to kind of be welcomed back into the good graces of baseball, he admitted to having done steroids. Although Barry Bonds came back as a hitting coach, and he still never admitted to it. And also, apparently, he had a lot of issues getting along with players when he was a hitting coach.
Because of the color of his skin.
Yeah.
Black or white.
In case Bobby's not a big baseball fan.
Well, we
we're
don't
not
know
sure
what the fuck he is now.
That's Sammy Sosa.
Oh, who are you talking about?
Barry Bonds.
Close enough, dude.
You're from the Bay Area.
Hey, man. I almost said something incredibly racist, but
Well, it's
we'll
your
save that
birthday.
one for the Patreon.
There you
You
go.
can't get canceled if you say something on your birthday.
Oh, really?
It's like international waters.
It's gone now. Remind me on the Patreon, folks.
Okay.
Just remind me of that racist thing I almost said on the regular episode.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa did like the skin bleaching thing, it looks like.
Really?
He's,
or
um,
Vindalito or whatever.
Yeah, although he's like
like the models have now. Have you
Yeah.
seen that? Yikes.
What is
Models have that shit now where they look like Dalmatians or
this?
cows.
See, it's such the opposite of like bleaching your skin. I can't key into wanting your skin to be lighter.
Yeah, it's the opposite of blackface.
Yeah, it really. Oh my God, we should cancel Sammy Sosa then.
Yeah. Well, he's not even black. He was dark-skinned Hispanic.
Ooh.
Which, I mean, I guess as far as, America...
He can say
you
the
see,
N-word.
those are the kind
Yeah.
that can say the N-word.
Right. America sees race as literally just skin tone, which, like, historically, that's kind of a unique thing as far as...
Mexican or lighter, you can't say the N-word.
Yeah.
But
if they're hood enough, they can.
depends, man.
I mean, I don't think the three of us are the ones who determine whether they should or not.
I can
can.
by the size of their skull.
Yeah. Joe actually has one of those phrenology tools that he carries around.
Exactly, for such an occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, historically, just basing like your bigotry on the color of someone's skin is kind of historically a new phenomenon.
Ain't that America?
Yeah.
Hell
It's
yeah.
only over the last like few hundred years maybe, but historically it was always it had to do with like what your religion was, where you were from. There was like so many other factors besides just skin tone.
Yeah.
There's so many more creative ways to be racist. I don't understand why we have to.
Why limit yourself?
Yeah, why are we so limited in America with our racism?
Be creative.
Yeah, that's what Kanye is doing right now. He's expanding it.
He certainly is.
Dude, so we talked about it on the Patreon, and since then, he's just decided, you know what, I feel like I need to do more podcasts, and in case people didn't quite understand what I was going for when I said I was going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people.
Now, is it fucked up to have him on your podcast? Like, you're taking advantage of a person whose brain is broken.
How do we know
yeah.
that? What if he's the only sensible person left?
I mean, yeah, Bobby, that's
We're
what
all the ones. We're all mentally ill.
Bobby,
Dude,
that's
you sound like a fucking antagonist in a Keyon Peele movie where it's like, this black man, he's clearly crazy. We need to lock him up.
Is Keyon Peele what you call Key and Peele?
Oh my God, what's his name?
You think Joe thought it was one guy named Keyon Peele?
All right, I know it was two. I know it was two people. What is his name? Keyon.
That's Michael. Michael
Keyon over here. Make
I'm
a motherfucking
Keyon
hog.
Peele.
Damn.
Joe, get out. It's Keegan Michael Key and Jordan Peele.
All right, Jordan Peele. That's it. Yeah. Well, long story short, Bobby's a racist.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Um.
He doesn't want.
Yeah.
He doesn't want Key or Peele
Yeah.
to sit in the front of the bus. Whereas I would be like, let that one person sit in the front of the bus.
Let the guy that writes good movies.
But to your point, I do think it is fucked up to have just a guy with serious mental issues on your podcast. But having like a show with three men who have mental health issues, that's locker room talk, baby. Anyway,
What if he's not crazy?
yeah. What if he's just making
a little unwell?
Yeah.
I know. Right now, you can't tell.
Where's that from?
That's from some fucking
Matchbox
song.
20, dude.
Ah, okay. But no,
I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell. But stick around and wait and see a different side of me.
Yeah,
A different sodomy, huh?
Yeah.
That's when you could use a rake, instead, a
Uh-oh.
plumber's rake instead
Here
of your
comes
penis.
Bub showing
You know-
off his asshole on the non-Patreon episode.
I always thought that song "Inside of Me" was saying sodomy. Inside
Yeah.
of me.
That's right up there with like thinking
Oh.
that,
Five for fighting Superman.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
or like, excuse me while I kiss this guy. I thought
Ooh.
that was
Yeah.
for Purple Haze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
The sky.
Yeah, not
Right.
this guy.
Yeah.
Not this guy, you little goofball.
Mm.
Do
But
you
yeah,
think Jimi Hendrix was gay?
No.
I bet all those guys were bisexual.
Yeah, he probably. I don't know. He was like a violent drunk, but he played guitar so well that no one knows that.
Now, what do you think made like the? It seems like bisexuality, polyamory, 60s and 70s, it was okay. Around the 80s and 90s, it kind of stopped.
Well, we kind of think that everybody like, in the 60s and 70s, like all the baby boomers were doing that stuff, but it was only like a subset of people. It was counterculture. It was
Are you
hippies,
sure?
So not everyone was a hippie.
Well,
Not
the same
even
thing,
most
like-
people were hippies.
yeah,
It
like
was
the
a-
idea of like the '80s with this conservative era. I'm like, you mean with '80s rock bands all dressing up like women all the time? That's the conservative era.
Yeah.
Like, I guess we just kind of pick and choose what we decide to label as what represents a generation.
Yeah.
What represents a generation for you?
Which generation? My Generation by
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, your generation.
My generation.
The fact that you thought of Limp Bizkit instead of The Who with My Generation. It's very funny.
Yeah.
It's classic Matt Marinade.
Yeah.
What's okay, so Joe's an elder millennial. A
Mhm.
very elder millennial.
Mm.
By the way, Matt, you and I should speak up so Joe can hear us.
Right.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And then Matt and I in our early 30s are like mid-tier millennials.
Yeah.
What's a mid-tier millennial flashpoint? Is it 9/11?
No.
Might be.
Yeah. I'd say.
What would mine as an elder millennial
Oh,
be?
Mom
then?
is calling.
Oh,
Should we do it?
Matt's
Absolutely.
mom's
On the
movie
air.
minute, folks.
And ask her what defines a millennial.
Yesterday was her birthday, actually.
Hell yeah, dude.
Mom? Hold on. We're recording the podcast. Are you okay being on air right now?
Oh, no, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Is there anything you want to say? Any movies you've seen?
Nothing that was really great. I just wanted to tell you we just got home.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot of traffic.
Okay.
And
For those listening at home, Matt's mom just got home.
Mom plans, Matthew gets fooled, God congratulates Mom.
Wait. Oh, okay. This is an inside joke. We can talk about this later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Happy belated birthday.
Man.
Okay, I definitely have to call her back. So,
Mom
yeah.
clearly wants a larger cut of the Patreon.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what it comes down to. I won't be here for a bit, Matt.
All right, now I'm really excited to talk to her. So we have this family tradition that years ago on, I think it was like my brother's birthday or for our birthdays, there was this Chinese buffet out in Queens we would all go to.
Ooh,
And
you
I
wreck
think-
at Chinese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think the
Food's
first
not
time.
bad either.
The first time we went there was for my brother's birthday, so I stole a fork from the restaurant and gave it to him as a birthday gift. And my dad is very like goody two, so he like freaked out that I stole something from the restaurant. So every time we go, I would just steal like a salt shaker or a pepper shaker, something random from
I'm
the
with
restaurant.
your dad on this one.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Yeah,
just a crime, Matthew.
yes, yeah.
Damn, classic fucking Bobby.
Just
dude.
like taxation.
I'm glad Bobby
honestly.
will never have kids.
Yeah. So it would become a running joke. My dad would be like, "Don't take anything." I'm like, "Fine, I won't." Then we'd get out and be like, "All right, what'd you take?" Because I would always slip something up my sleeve or whatever. And the last time we went there, I put
Wait.
up what?
Up your what?
The only
Up his
time,
asshole.
yeah. That's why I mostly don't wear sleeves, so that when I do, people don't expect me to be slipping anything up there. It's all It's all a decoy for my shoplifting hobby.
Yeah.
But if
Or-
anything, it would be like, wait a minute, Matt never wears sleeves. What's going
Oh,
on?
Yeah, he's
Are
up
you-
to
Is
something.
it part of your probation that you have to not wear sleeves? So
Yeah, because that's actually I've got caught shoplifting by slipping these up my sleeves so much. I'm now legally required not to wear
Same
sleeves.
reason why you circumcised, folks.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the
Bob
last
Bird.
time we went, I don't even think it was for our birthday. I think it was just like family lunch. And instead of me stealing anything, I put a pepper shaker in my mom's purse.
Mom, no.
And then right before we left, she was like, "All right, you've already stolen pepper shakers, salt shakers for us, so you take it with you." And they dropped me off by the train station. And before I left, I threw the pepper shaker back in the car and ran down. And every time I go home, we've been sneaking the pepper shaker now back and forth to each other.
Ooh.
So she like threw it in my book
It's
bag.
a bit spicy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, who says white people don't have culture, dude?
Exactly.
They fucking passing stolen goods between one another.
Yeah.
You know, if I
It's a game to them.
Matt, so you're Jewish. If I didn't know better, I'd be like, well, this is some sort of Jewish thing.
Yeah.
Like, put the pepper shaker in mom's purse.
Yeah, it's like hiding the matzah at Passover.
The restaurant's
It's
just
civilized, and we
Yeah.
were at war with the Philistines. and
Yeah.
They tried to kill us, but then we prevailed. So
the-
we pour the salt into the wine and
Yeah.
mix the wine with our fingers and pour it on
Yeah.
the floor.
So the last time I was home, I woke up I spent the night, and the next morning I looked through my book bag and I saw the pepper shaker in there. So then I went into a different room and I hid it in the refrigerator and
Okay.
then left. And so then they later found it in the refrigerator and they texted me like just something like, "I can't believe you did that." And they were like, "It was mom put it in your bag." And I said, "Mom plans, Matt laughs." So then this time I got in the mail like a week ago. They mailed it back to me in my apartment.
Yikes, dude. Now there's a trail.
And then earlier today it was my mom's birthday lunch. So I got home and I still have the mailbox key. So I just went to the mailbox, opened it, and I put it in their mailbox. So that was my mom calling me to let me know that she was saying something about mom plans, Matt laughs. I didn't hear exactly what she said, but that's what she was referencing.
Wow, really?
So now
Wow.
the pepper shaker is back at their house.
Well,
Uh-oh.
folks, if you subscribe to the Patreon,
We'll update you on the status of the pepper shaker.
I was gonna say you could win this pepper shaker.
Oh, maybe we
Yeah.
can auction.
No,
My parents
you know what?
my parents would
No,
be glad
give
to
us
get rid of
money
it.
for the pleasure of knowing about its whereabouts.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we'll sign it.
Oh, we all signed the pepper
And
shaker.
if you pay extra, only Matt and Joe will sign it.
Oh, we have my mom sign it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's what they really want, dude.
Yeah.
That is, for some of them, it would be the closest thing to have to like women's panties.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
Do you ever have a woman give you her panties?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me her panties?
Yeah.
No, I don't get this.
Shut up, man.
Why would
Yeah, you
they?
have.
For it's like exciting because it's near their pussy and asshole. No.
Just give me
Tell your
just give-
story about it,
no,
Bobby, because that's
no.
what you're set yourself
No,
up to do.
no, just give me that pussy. I don't want the panties.
Okay.
You don't want any evidence.
That's
Yeah.
more of a, like a teenager type
Yeah,
thing.
wait, so
like
a
I
girl
have her-
did a girl give you her panties?
Yes.
When did this happen?
Last month.
I'm wearing them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's the first girl I slept with. She was like, "You could have these."
What's her
panties."
name? How old is she?
I suddenly forgot all that information, but thank you for checking.
Oh, this was this after you slept with her?
Yeah,
She's like to remember your first time?
yeah, and it did smell like her pussy.
Nice. What did her pussy smell like?
Pussy.
Come on, you know what I mean.
It
Just-
wasn't like neutral.
Come on.
Well, so I kind of like when it's a little
A
stinky.
little sweaty, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like she was a teenager, huh?
Mhm.
So it smelled like that teenager sweaty
I was
pussy.
actually I don't know. why I
Describe
said
it for our
mhm.
fucking audio listeners,
Smells like Teen
Bobby.
Spirit.
I don't
Yeah.
know why I said She was actually 21.
Oh, no, you weren't.
I'm- okay.
She was 21?
Well, yeah.
You never had sex with a teenager?
No.
Oh, no.
I've yeah. Now it's too late.
We should go
Now
on a
people
road trip.
get all up in arms about it if I do it
Well,
now.
no, because you can go to New Jersey and have sex with a teenager there.
I mean,
It's not too late,
You can have
Bobby.
sex with a teenager in any state. 19 is legal everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but you
but
know,
that's-
you want a teenager.
That's
like,
true.
When you think teenager, you're thinking
teen-
homework.
Yeah.
You're thinking notebooks.
Right.
You're not thinking like, oh, what's going to happen when I'm kicked off my parents' health insurance?
Yeah, you're talking about a teenager.
You know what I you know what I think of when I think of a girl teen?
Okay, come
She's on a Navy ship.
on. Okay.
She is taking college courses. And I'm proud of her.
A
That's what I think.
teenager?
Mm-hmm.
A hot local teen in your area?
A hot local team in my area is either defending the country or educating herself to possibly be a teacher or a lawyer or a doctor
Mm-hmm.
or a maid. Maybe she's going to maid school.
Mm.
It's possible.
Home ec?
So you've never had a woman like give you her pan? I remember as a
No.
fucking 21-year-old living in my parents' basement, masturbating with this woman's panties on my head.
You're not. No.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
No, usually
You were
they
like, "I
never
love
given
you."
them. They don't know where they are because I've stolen them all.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Panty raid.
Yeah,
Oh.
I never understood the panty like fascination, the like stealing girls' panties.
Who's
Right? Like
calling?
it-
Matt, you're blowing the fuck up right now.
Yeah, no, that was the reminder to record locker room talk.
Damn,
Oh,
dude.
nice.
Like, it's my birthday. No one's called me on my birthday.
Mm.
No one's called you.
No one's called me.
Mm.
I'm the loneliest man
Your
in the
mom
world.
didn't call you to tell you that you look tired?
No.
It's the first thing Joe's mom said to him on FaceTime.
It wasn't even FaceTime. It was Google Hangouts because mom doesn't have an iPhone.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah.
Neither of my parents have iPhones.
It's like
Yeah.
it is like a generational thing.
But yeah, what is the idea of panties? It's close to the vagina, but
Because that's
yeah,
where
it's-
the idea of like women soiling and pissing themselves
Right.
constantly.
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
it
I
does
never-
smell like pussy, which is fun.
Come on, Bobby. No, it doesn't. It smells like poop and pee.
So does the Bayside Marina, but I don't go there to jerk off.
It
There-
smells like poop and pee. And
You do like this the smelliness of
Do
pussy.
you?
I think so. Yeah.
Bobbert.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen the side of
especially
you
when
before.
she's on her period.
When she's gushing,
Yeah, when she's gushing, that's put a towel down and like get ready to party.
get the fuck out of here. Are you
and
serious?
I always wear a condom. I'm like very strict about that, but I will eat a strange woman's bloody pussy.
That's fucking insane and
Yeah.
retarded, dude. I think you need to start doing drugs again.
Yeah.
I think you need to
You
start.
need to fucking even. There's got to be some fucking medium
I think you
between
need to
being
start.
sober and
No.
basically being a fucking vampire, and then being like a fucking blackout drug addict, fucking getting beaten up in fucking bars for aggressively petting a guy's dog. Like there's somewhere in between where maybe you have like a beer on the weekends and a little bit of weed in the afternoon, and you have regular fucking sex, sometimes unprotected if you know them well enough, and no one gets beat up in bathrooms. There has to be some fucking in between,
Bobby. No,
dude.
Bobby is either wrecking every one of the cars he gets to drive at any opportunity, or not crossing the light until the light crossing the street until the light turns.
Bobby is either 15 miles per hour or 255.
Yeah.
I feel like for the sake of the podcast, it should be 255, but
Yeah,
we'll limp along. We'll limp to the finish line.
it would be much more exciting. I think alcoholic Bobby would be more entertaining on the microphone.
We'll get you a couple brewskis.
Well, maybe that should be my birthday present to Joe is that I relapse tonight. Would you
I
like
might,
that?
I might have a drink or two at
Ooh.
the Olive Garden.
Yeah,
Joe rarely drinks. He's one
I
of those
do.
guys that drinks every once in a while, but does coke regularly.
No, I haven't done coke in the longest time.
Don't listen
Yikes.
to him, folks.
I
People
do
look
smoke.
up to you, Joe. You
I
can't say that.
I do smoke weed every day,
He does. Are you high right now?
always,
Do you need help?
until the day I die.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, smoke weed every day?
Mm-hmm. Makes me feel like a big tough man. Makes me feel like I'm in control.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
And Matt's a new weed guy.
Nice.
New last few years.
Matt
yeah.
loves fucking smoking weed. He's like Joe Rogan now. He's gonna get like a fucking bong tattooed on his
Yeah.
fucking triceps and shit.
Yeah. I've been doing kettlebell workouts.
Nice. Have you really?
Not recently. I used to do them a lot more. They have them in my gym now.
What's
and, well,
stopping you?
we both go to the same gym. They have kettlebells now.
Yeah.
Now you
Yeah.
both go to Crunch
Planet Fitness.
24 hours.
Yeah,
That's
you go to
24-hour
anyone.
fitness.
How often do you go to Crunch?
Uh,
Every day.
He goes to Planet Fitness.
Right.
Joe doesn't listen to us.
You're going to Planet Fitness.
Well,
it's not 24 hours.
The wheels
though.
were turning. I'm like, is the crux of the bit that it's Crush Fitness? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to know, but it.
Mm.
the bit
Oh, I
wanted
think
to understand it.
I think Planet Fitness is 24 hours except on weekends.
That's like the time you need.
There's a 24-hour Planet Fitness that in a bad part of Bushwick,
Okay.
and then there
Uh-oh.
in the not so bad part of Bushwick they close early, and the same goes with the Union Square one. So
Okay.
the worse the neighborhood is, the more likely they are to be open 24 hours.
Because I know on the weekends it'll close at 7, Planet Fitness.
That's only some of them. It's not.
The Union Square one.
Yeah, and that's out of necessity. Otherwise, it would be more of a homeless person hangout than it already is.
Yeah.
I want to word my fucking lats.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No.
We can do a back workout.
Nah, I'm not. I don't. It doesn't go down like that. I have a kettlebell. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What do you do
I
with
mean, you
that?
do it every day.
I used to stretch out my back.
You do Kegels.
You could do them while you're recording a podcast, even.
Really? Maybe I will.
I'm doing Kegels right now.
No, you're not. Oh, Matthew.
Sometimes I like to see like how far into a pee I could stop myself from peeing and if it hurts or not.
It never hurts for me. I
Really?
love it. Yeah.
I can always cut my pee off.
I mean,
Yeah.
but it doesn't hurt your penis?
Not at all. Feels good.
Huh.
Only if I'm like really
You got a weak ass
forcing-
urethra, dude.
Yeah, if I'm really peeing and forcing it out and then try and come to a harsh stop, that may be a little painful. But I just haven't done that.
I have such excellent control. I can have unprotected sex, and like even if I nut inside the woman, I can ensure that no retarded sperm make it to the egg.
That's really helpful.
Yeah.
I wish my dad could have done that. I wouldn't have been a goddamn redhead.
Oh come
Yeah.
on! It wouldn't have been you. It would have been some. We'd be talking to some fucking Chad Alpha
Yeah.
named.
And is that
Chet.
entertaining, folks?
Chet Sheehan. It would just be
Chet.
him and him who's like just like naturally fucking shredded, and then
Yeah.
like Matt trying to compare and be like, yeah, I do like 100 push-ups a day, and he's like, yeah, that's cool, man. I bench 375. And Matt's like, well, you know, they have kettlebells at my gym, and I'm like, do they use them at Crunch? And he's like, no, it's actually Planet Fitness. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. So Chet, anyway, tell me about your fucking blah 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 natural
Is it
fucking.
Chet or Chad?
Doesn't matter, dude.
You're-
That's how fucking
yeah.
alpha you are.
Your name is
with this.
Chet, but you are Chad.
Ah, that's a little
Yeah.
confusing.
I
Yeah.
can't wait for fucking Halloween. What are we going as?
I don't know yet. Well, I know what you're doing for Halloween Fight Club.
Oh yeah. Are we gonna spoil it?
Yeah, I put the flyer out on one
Ooh.
post already. Yeah, you're gonna be Ron Jeremy.
How is Joe gonna pull off Ron Jeremy?
Yeah.
Method
know.
acting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know anything about the guy, so here
Yeah.
we go.
I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet as a host. Usually I have some fun costume.
What did you do last year?
I had a priest outfit and I wore a sombrero, so I was a padre.
Oh, that's right. And
Yeah.
and the year before that?
That was the one we did 2020, so that was outside. I had a hot dog costume.
That's right. And the year before that?
2019, I think, was that the one? Oh, I had a Julius Caesar robe.
Oh, wow.
I remember the Halloween costume based on the fight clubs we did. I had a Spartan outfit one year, the chest plate. I dressed as Rey Mysterio one year because my brother had the Rey Mysterio mask.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do this year. Bobby's judging the Halloween Fight Club.
Judging.
Ooh, do you have any ideas on what you're doing for your costume?
Ooh, I should be Pontius Pilate. Is that fun?
No one's gonna get that.
Okay, Clarence Thomas.
No, yeah, only if you have enough shoe polish.
No, I think Bobby's actually. Yeah, Clarence Thomas is more white than Bobby Sheehan based on his beliefs.
What? Bobby Sheehan, what's the blackest belief you have?
Ooh,
That he should be able to say the N-word.
Yes. Yeah. The blackest belief I have.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question.
That their lives matter. Your gun stand. Yeah. You're pro-gun, right?
I'm pro-gun, but
Because of all the creatine you've been taking. You're pro-gun.
Bobby's like jacked.
I'm jacking. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
The most black belief. This is such a great question.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of the Black Beliefs, which is a great name for an R&B band, by the
Yeah.
way.
That's the name of the episode. The Black Beliefs.
Black Beliefs. Oh well, they're like they black people, and we're generalizing because it's fun to generalize.
Right.
They
It's just some locker room talk.
They're known to vote Democrat, right? But they are like socially conservative.
Are
a lot
they?
Of the times, yeah.
I mean, they believe in the Bible.
the like gender norms, miss
Yeah.
me with that gay shit, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What is it? They say like
Oh,
it's not no homo, it's pause. They say pause.
Pause.
Yeah.
I get so
It's a
in that
beautiful
line of-
culture.
in that line of thinking, I think that so if they're socially conservative, my most socially conservative belief is that if my wife doesn't want to take my last name, that's fine, but my kids get my last name. No, I'm not
that's
doing the
exact.
hyphenated thing
That's
with my
my
kids.
that's my thing.
Yeah.
My wife's taking my last name, and my kids are having my last name.
She
One bank account in my name.
The last name I don't care. My mom didn't take my dad's last name.
Well, look at your fucking parents' marriage is hanging on by a thread.
Joe, I told you that off mic.
Doesn't matter, dude. These people took the time to either log into YouTube or, I guess, check in on Spotify. That's like our number one service for streaming.
The hyphenated last name thing. When I see that, I get a little sad.
Why? It feels like more of a business arrangement than a marriage.
Well, also, what's going to happen after one generation? Will
Right.
you get multiple hyphenated names?
Yeah.
What if two people with hyphenated last names marry each other?
That's a
I don't
retarded ass fucking name. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
What a stupid fucking legacy.
How are you going to fit that on if one of them becomes an athlete? How are you going to fit that on the back of a football jersey?
Yeah.
That's the main concern.
There's no way
Yeah,
of
that
people
would
with
be a
that many
concern.
hyphenated last. That level of that level of generational insecurity
Yeah.
will not breed an athlete, dude.
That's true.
Yeah. I would love to change my last name.
To what?
What a guy! Do you think that such a man exists? That he's like, I'm actually going to take my wife's last name
I'm sure it's
'cause I'm
happened.
against the patriarchy.
I'm sure that's happened.
Damn. Oh, it was a bit
I'm-
from Saving Silverman.
Yeah. But I'm sure that's happened with a guy who's married to a girl who I've slept with. One of the girls who I've slept with is in a relationship. I'm sure that guy has taken their last
Oh
name.
my god.
Because it's always those are the types of guys that get cheated on.
Oh no.
Fuck. Damn. That makes me so sad.
Yeah, I mean, is that really surprising that the kind of guy who's like, yeah, babe, I agree with you. Men are terrible.
but
I'm going to fight the patriarchy.
Just
Are
the
men
idea that
terrible,
you
though?
know that you have a solid example.
Yeah,
like,
there's-
this is no longer theoretical. Like you could tell me a person's.
There's
first
one
last
girl who I slept with who
What's
had a
her
boyfriend
name?
at the time. They're now married, and he took her last name.
Who was it?
I mean, it's someone who I knew when I was in college. It would only be on the very off chance somebody hears this that knows them and tells them. The only reason to do this would be to hurt someone.
Oh, is it Sarah?
No.
Becky?
He's just guessing names.
Samantha?
Joe just wants hot goss at the end of the day.
Is
Yeah.
it Katie?
No.
Susan.
Eliza.
Kelly Taylor.
Esther.
but that's my Gumar. My Gumar. My Gumar.
That's my blackest belief, I guess, is that
Yeah.
I want my children to have my last name.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. Your blackest belief is that fire bad.
That's what black
Every
people
time I
believe?
fucking show Bobby my lighter, he freaks out. He says like, "How do I control the red flame?" Shit like that.
That's a
pretty,
black
that's pretty
belief?
black, yeah.
What's your blackest belief, Joe?
Oh, I guess that the fucking sun revolves around the earth.
Matt?
The Earth being flat, I would
Okay,
say. That's my
okay.
blackest belief.
Nice. Nice.
And by that, I mean my most Kyrie Irving belief.
hmm Didn't he change his mind with that?
I think
They
so.
probably made him.
I think it was more of he's into conspiracy theory stuff. Probably was like, this is some interesting stuff. What about this? And just everyone went with that, and then he was like, nah, I don't really believe it. I think that's the way it seemed to me.
Yeah.
People just kind of like ran with things he said.
Mhm.
But he did recently share like a tweet or a clip of something from Alex Jones that got a lot of shit.
Uh-oh. He just can't keep his hand out of the cookie jar. Poor Alex Jones, man.
Yeah.
Hey, how's the fundraiser we started going for him?
The Kickstarter is up and running, folks. Please give what you can. We're trying to raise $1 billion.
Yeah.
How crazy. He really owes $1 billion.
$1 billion.
How crazy would it be if Jeff Bezos like bails him out?
Oh, well, if anyone would
Elon
do it,
Musk.
yeah.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk is like, it's funny to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet. Damn, dude. It's like, come on, Elon. Be cool. If Elon Musk bailed me out, I'd be like, all right, all is forgiven.
What do you
Because
not
they
like
can't,
Elon?
they can't sue Alex Jones again.
Yeah.
That's double jeopardy.
What do you not
It's
like
a
Elon?
civil lawsuit. I feel like
It doesn't matter. Suing. Who
I
almost
think
had jury
double-
duty between the two of us, Bobby?
that's true. You know what?
Trust-
That's true.
They went over all of this.
Yeah.
They were like, it's impossible to get sued for the same thing twice.
Mm.
Okay.
You said all is forgiven for Elon Musk. What do you not like that Elon Musk has done?
That he didn't gentrify all of Africa when he
Mm.
had all the diamond mines, when he had the chance.
Right, that's true.
It's like, come on, dude, be responsible. Make Africa safe.
Yeah.
What do you think when you think of Africa? I think of the Lion King.
I think of Egypt, history.
I don't associate
Mansa Musa, the richest man in history.
I don't associate Egypt with Africa, but it is part of Africa.
Yeah.
How wild is that?
Yeah.
I always thought Egypt was like its own fucking thing, which
Yeah.
is like it's like its own private fucking desert with pyramids and shit. But it's fucking Africa, dude.
I have a friend who was just in Egypt and got really sick because they told her not to drink the tap water, but then she just like washed her mouth out or something,
Oh,
like
no.
washed her teeth or brushed her teeth, I think, with the water. And she was like vomiting for like 3 days.
Yikes!
But yeah, Mali was like the Mali Empire, where Mansa Musa did his pilgrimage to Mecca, where he gave out gold along the way. Like all the towns and all the like big cities in northern Africa, a lot of them like sustained because of the money they got from this like pilgrimage like 900 years ago.
Well, what happened to him now, though?
Well, Timbuktu is still like really built up, and that was the capital maybe of the Mali Empire. There's a big city in there.
Timbuktu.
Yeah.
I'll get tickets for first trip tomorrow.
Yeah, apparently this pilgrimage, they had like 60,000 people, and every single person on it would be walking with like a block of gold.
Ooh.
It was insane just how much, like, I think they tried to once calculate how much money it would be in today's money standards, and mathematically it's so much they can't even make a comparison.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? How much?
Yeah,
So like a million billion trillion?
something like that.
Whoa, how do you have that much money?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, surely he was white.
No, he was a black man. Joe has dropped the mic in shock.
Happy Halloween.
Scary, a black man with that much
Yes.
money.
Spooky.
A black Muslim.
The crypt keeper is like, hello, boils and ghouls.
Yeah. I know someone who's from India who told me that they grew up, they'd heard about Mansa Musa.
When I
but
grew up hearing about Mansa Musa, let me tell you something, baby. Sure.
Yeah, but they thought it was like he was a fictional character, like a made up rich fictional
I
character.
thought he was like fucking Santa Claus or something,
Yeah.
man. I didn't know he was a real fucking thing.
He does have like it does sound like a made up name, like
Yeah.
Sirhan. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
a real guy.
Yeah. But yeah, what else do I think of when I think of Africa? I think of Joel Embiid, basketball player from Cameroon.
I think of the air up there with Kevin Bacon.
South Africa, Johannesburg. That's like,
What's that?
yeah. Think of Nelson Mandela,
Who's that?
apartheid. Joe,
What's
you
that?
should know
What is
that. It's your
that?
favorite thing.
That's what keeps black people and white people apart, right?
Yeah. I think of the Tutsis and the Hutus,
Who's that?
the Rwandan genocide.
What's that?
No wonder. The only thing Joe knew about Africa was Elon Musk. Have you ever heard of the Sahara Desert?
Yes.
Yeah, and because they mentioned it in The Lion King.
No, they don't mention the Sahara
don't?
Desert. That's like it's some Indiana Jones shit or something.
Oh, there you go.
It's a pop culture reference.
Right.
Of course I'll know the Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
What else?
What else is there in Africa?
Think, Matt. Think.
Joseph Kony,
No, that was
Sorry, folks.
a guy who had like child
child soldiers.
soldiers.
Kamala, the Ugandan giant, the pro wrestler. See, I actually know a lot about Africa.
Damn.
That Toto song.
Matt's basically
Yeah.
an honorary African citizen.
Yeah.
What's your
Citizen
first?
of Africa.
What's your first? What is your first declaration as a citizen, Mutombo?
Citizen Dikembe Mutombo.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first citizen. Is I'm kicking out all Jews.
Whoa!
I'm the only Jew. Any other Jew tries to come in and say, "Not in my house."
Oh, mercy me!
Hmm.
Can you believe it? Do you
Yeah.
believe it, Bobbert?
I think if I close my eyes and pray hard enough, I can believe it.
Nice.
Yeah. Madagascar. There was a movie about that.
Okay.
Penguins.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Yeah, I think of. I'm glad you brought up the Hutus and Tutsis because I mostly think of civil war in the 20th century. When
Why?
I think of Africa? I think it's because it's the most I know about it. Because I like studying civil wars.
Yeah.
So it's like, and when I say study, I mean we read the Wikipedia articles.
Yes.
So
Ooh,
yeah,
You know what I was
Dodge
just
trucks. With like outdated Soviet grade weapons.
Mm.
That's kind of what I think. No offense
I-
to any of our African listeners.
I am a big fan of reading just Wikipedia articles of random historical figures. I was just reading about Buffalo Bill.
Ooh.
Do you know about his marriage at all?
No.
Wait, the
Well,
guy
do you
from
know what-
Silence of the Lambs?
No, Buffalo Bill, the original Buffalo Bill. Well, do you know the Buffalo Bill story? So he was a soldier in the Union Army. His parents didn't want him to fight, but his dad was killed after like years after a stab wound that he suffered. They were in Kansas, and he was an abolitionist. And during Bleeding Kansas, he was stabbed.
Okay.
When, for those of you who don't know history as well as all the highly educated locker room talk hosts, so they had passed a law in Kansas, the Kansas-Nebraska Act, before the Civil War, that you could just decide if you want to have slaves or not. Popular
Nice.
sovereignty, up to you guys.
Okay.
So a bunch of people who were pro-slavery from like the Deep South and people who were anti-slavery from the North all moved to Kansas and started fighting each other.
Nice. Who won?
No one really at that point. It was kind of just crazy. Then the Civil War broke out a few years later, and sorry, Joe, the slavery was
It's his
outlawed.
birthday,
What?
Matt.
I'm sorry, Joe.
Well, I
we
haven't-
said we wouldn't bring up the Confederacy losing on Joe's
Well,
birthday.
wait a minute. I haven't blown out my candles just yet, boys.
Oh, so he still gets one more birthday wish.
He blows out the candle, looks at the black waiter, and goes,
Yeah. Didn't come true. So Buffalo
guess
Bills.
we still have to tip him, huh?
Yeah. So his dad is stabbed, dies. He serves in the war, and then he starts. I forgot what his first job. He was just like a scout or something. He was herding cattle, and then he started making money by killing buffalo out in the plains, and I think he like fought a battle against Native Americans to like avenge George Custer's loss when Custer was killed. But he was just a hero of the Wild West.
When they killed
Wild West.
Yes.
What's so fucking funny?
When they killed General Custard, they put a arrow through his penis.
Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah. No, don't.
What a
fuck
great
with
shot.
Indians, dude. I think it was.
Why are they fucking praising William Tell for shooting an apple? They should be fucking praising. They should be praising Hunting Snake, who with the real fucking dead eye, Buffalo Bill. He was about to like, I'm gonna kill you, Redskin, and all of a sudden they're all like, what? Whoa!
No, it was George Custer.
Whatever.
Yeah, actually, he had a boner. That's why they called it Custer's Last Stand.
Oh damn.
So Buffalo Bill, in an effort to avenge the death of General Custard,
then just fought like a battle against Indians.
Boo.
But later he started like the Buffalo Bill Wild West show. He was the guy who had the idea for making it a performance in a show, and he would have like Sitting Bull and other like big names from the West back in the 1880s or so, in the 1890s, 1900s, doing the touring show, like an early carnival type show. And but yeah, so I didn't know this. He became this huge celebrity because of that, and just started cheating on his wife all the time.
Hell yeah.
And tried to divorce her, and she didn't want a divorce because back then you just didn't get divorces. And they went to court over, like, they didn't like each other, but his wife was just, nope, we try and work through it. And he was like, I want to leave.
well,
and they
you
went
would
to
think
court.
Buffalo Bill, as a unionist, would understand that some contracts can never be severed.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I would have said if I was the wife.
Oh, got him. Hoisted by his own
Yeah.
petard.
But like all this stuff would come out about he was saying that she tried to poison him, and they had to prove in court whether it was or not. And then it was like, no, it's actually his sisters are bitches, and they're the reason why the marriage is broken up. It was all this like gossip, like a reality TV show in like the 1906. Their version of a reality show, and the court ruled that they weren't allowed to divorce. Yeah.
Really?
Love wins, baby.
So
Love
they
wins.
just stayed together, and I think they
There's
kind
just
of...
the police officer at the head of their bed making sure they make love.
Yeah. I think they kind of reconciled by the time he died. But yeah, they had like... They were married for like 40-something years, but for a lot of that time, he was this famous celebrity traveling and just cheating on her all the time. And... wanted to divorce her. So if anything, it's kind of like you're cheating on your wife. It's like, well, he does want to leave her.
He didn't have a choice. Poor guy. Probably doing the best he could.
She's like, no, stay married to me, and I guess I'd like for you not to cheat on me, but
Well, it probably was like divorce back in those days meant like no one got shit. You know?
yeah,
Probably also meant like she would be like fucking hanged or something in
Maybe.
public
yeah,
for being a scorned woman. Like you're not gonna get fucking remarried.
yeah.
Who's gonna want like a divorced woman?
Especially back then,
Yeah.
it was probably that stigma.
Yeah, she was probably just banking on him getting murdered eventually at one point.
Well, he wasn't like an outlaw, and he wasn't doing Wild West stuff anymore. At that point, when he was doing the show, he was just an entertainer.
That's got to be
The
an
ultimate
interesting
outlaw, a Jew.
Yeah.
That's to be an interesting thing to go through if you're just like a whatever guy and all of a sudden you get rich and famous.
Yeah.
And you're like, you mean I have access to pussy now,
Mm.
but I'm married?
What's the first kind of pussy you would have sex with if you got rich?
Ooh.
You mean what race?
what race?
No, just any kind too. You could even say person.
What individual person's pussy would
We were
you
I
talking about
haven't
that one
met-
chick you
I
did at
haven't
the.
met
You
Joe,
saw at the.
I haven't met Joe's sister yet.
Oh, right.
So I'm meeting
Prepare
her
to be
tonight.
underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
What am I supposed to say?
Dude, I mean, dare I live the everyman's fantasy, a woman that looks vaguely like one of his podcast co-hosts.
You'd be surprised.
That's the name of my first comedy special.
Is it?
Mhm.
That's
be
the name.
surprised.
That's also Brendan Schaub's. Did you like his special?
I didn't watch it.
Why not? You keep going on about how cool he is.
I feel no particular way about him.
Are you sure?
I mean, he shouldn't be in comedy, but he is, and it doesn't make.
Why do
me
you think
sad.
he shouldn't?
yeah, I
Why do you
mean,
think he shouldn't be? Is that because of
he
the
should
color
be-
of his skin?
He should be in comedy. He just maybe shouldn't be doing like specials or stuff
Why
like.
shouldn't he be doing
But
specials?
yeah, anyone could do comedy.
Anyone could do a special too.
I don't imagine Brendan Schaub will, and I don't hate him, but I can't imagine I would hear him say something and be like, "Oh wow, I never looked at it that way."
Why not?
I don't think
You're
it's in the
judging a
cards.
book by its cover,
Certainly
my
am,
dude.
buddy.
Who do you think that car is for outside? Who's losing his fucking mind?
He probably wants us to riff better.
Is that my Uber?
I think it's Brendan Schaub. He heard us talking about him. And he's very upset.
I think somebody's parked out front when they shouldn't
That's
be.
the thing. I live on a one-way street, and people double park all the time. And I get woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning because someone's double parked, and people behind are like honking their horns incessantly.
Yeah.
That scares you. huh?
Honestly, that's why I like living in Jersey City.
No,
Even
it's
though
not.
it's crowd, it's like it's not like it's like the suburbs or anything, but it's just not as noisy as New York City.
Yeah.
Although there's areas of Queens that aren't that noisy either. But Brooklyn, Manhattan, I couldn't do.
Whatever, man. I love Brooklyn, dude. We're Brooklynites for life, dude.
Mm.
Yeah. Show some goddamn respect.
Me and
Matt.
my beloved Gumar, dude. Maybe Manhattan.
That's to live in Manhattan and not Harlem is that would be. I feel like
To
I'm
live in
making-
Midtown?
I was talking to a comic that lives in a rent-stabilized apartment in Little Italy, and he pays the same amount I do for a studio, and I have a roommate.
What is his name?
It is. I don't know if he wants me to say.
It's fine. No, we'll bleep it out.
I do.
We will not
I
bleep
mean-
it out.
I mean, you didn't bleep out the thing you wanted to bleep out.
What? I bleeped out Christine Mimo last time when I mentioned her. I'm not doing it this time.
I mean,
Now
I was-
say his damn name, Bobby.
I was referencing the N-word, but that too.
but I took it. I went back and removed it.
That's the name of Joe's first son, by the way.
I went back and removed. Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. It's actually Finney's legal name too. Your
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
It's the legal name.
N-word dog.
But I told him, I'm like, I will.
Is it Steve Yensel?
Yes, it's Steve Yensel.
What if he got killed because of this? Is that riff worth it?
Maybe.
He's doing Fight Club coming up next month. Could he not get killed? It would. I'd have to rebook a show.
Yeah,
can
unless
you
you want
imagine
like a
having
one,
to-
unless you want a rent stabilized studio apartment, then go to Comedy Fight Club and kill Steve Yensel.
Mm.
But I don't recommend it because I think Steve Yensel's a good guy.
Yeah.
Do you think that riff's gonna get me in trouble?
I don't
Can't
think
get in
anything.
trouble on your birthday, baby.
Yeah,
Nothing you
happy
say
bir-
on this podcast.
Happy
will ever get you in trouble.
birthday to me.
So wait, what were you saying to this person who lives in Manhattan?
That he wants to RAPE.
Mm.
Go on.
I mean, you pretty much covered it, but it just made me a little sad. I'm like, because he got it, he snatched it up in like 2020,
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah, I got a studio apartment in Manhattan, Little Italy, which is, I mean, it's a land of rats, but other than that, I'm not talking about Italian people. It's actually a lot of rats. Yeah.
Oh.
But pays the same amount I do, and he has like a studio, and I have a roommate.
Yeah.
And you've been to my apartment, Matt. It's basically a hallway with 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Nice.
And a bathroom.
Yeah.
Kitchen
And
slash
you
hallway.
felt bad for him?
No, I felt bad for myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy had everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it is probably very noisy where he lives.
I don't mind noise at all. I've slept through a fire alarm.
Mm.
I don't know if
Wow.
I've told you that before. When
No.
I was in college, I
I slept through fire alarms too. My dorm had a lot of them though, because I was in the dorm that had kitchens in the suites.
Oh yeah.
So there were fire alarms like at least once a week.
I also didn't care, and afterwards, for whatever reason, the fire marshal or whoever was going around to like each dorm and asking if we had any questions about the fire drill, and I was like, no. And my roommate tattled on me. He said, yeah, he slept through the fire alarm, and this is a professional fire guy, so he's like, oh, well, that's very dangerous. What you have to do is buy a special vibrating pillow that will vibrate. And I'm like, I'm not fucking doing any of that. I'll just die in the fire. I'm not
Yeah.
buying a special pillow.
I have
Fuck
to have
off.
2 vibrators in my room now.
Yeah, Bobby was like, is there any way I can Bluetooth it to the one in my ass? And he was like, no, it's its own thing. And Bobby's like, then fuck it.
Yeah.
You could hotwire it so instead, like the vibrating egg in your asshole turns off when the fire alarm, and that's bound to snap you out of it. What the hell? I gotta get out of here. It only starts vibrating again when you've reached safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, because of the kitchen suite, somebody would always like set out the fire alarm, and it was always just like smoke that would do it. But yeah, I do remember a couple times where people who lived in the building told me there was a fire alarm the night before that I slept through. I'd wake up for a lot of them, so I guess there were some that I slept through also.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind noise either for the most part, but I don't know if a car is right outside of my building honking all the time, that would get annoying.
It wakes me up, but I fall right back asleep. You know, the one thing that I can't do living in New York though is to live on the first floor. That skeeves me out because I feel like people can just walk in. You know, even though first floor usually have those like fucking prison bars, or whatever. Second floor is fine because, like, you know, obviously most buildings don't have an elevator, so I have to walk up one flight of stairs, but can't do the first floor.
I've never lived on the first floor anywhere, but I wouldn't mind it.
In New York City, I feel like because now the only barrier is like a wall and a window with prison bars.
Good.
Yeah.
That's all you need, baby.
I feel like it's too close.
Really?
Yeah, that's where the noise would not the volume, but the fact that like
It's right there.
Yeah, and I could hear fucking people and be like,
yeah, I guess in New York City I could see that.
Oh, even like in the suburbs I don't care, but
yeah,
even like the motel that we stayed at the Poconos.
Yeah,
I'm like that takes a little getting used to. You know what I mean? People walking by, you're like, all right. Well, I hope the lock that could easily be jimmied.
That's why I had fingernail marks on my arm in the morning because Bobby was so scared he was like digging into me.
Oh, that's the only reason why I was cuddled up against you.
Yeah. He was like, I heard that noise again. It's like, that's just Matt going into the bathroom, masturbating and pretending that he thinks we can't hear him.
Yeah. Because Matt, he's a screamer.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Even when he's by himself, he screams as he comes.
Well, I had to make the sound effect of the woman who's getting raped in my fantasy.
Whoa! Can he say that?
He just did, Joe. Do you think this
I'm
is
not
going to
gonna
be your best birthday yet?
I'm not going to get in trouble. It's Joe's birthday.
I hope so.
I hope so, too. We're going to Olive Garden at Times Square. If anybody wants to
go back in time and join us.
Go back in time and join us.
That now they are our number one hangout.
What should our Patreon goal be for when we reach it? We'll meet everybody at the Red Lobster in Times Square.
Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's in Times Square.
$2,000, and we all go to Dave and Buster's together.
Yep.
Let's make it happen, folks.
I think that would be very fun.
I'm beating your ass in Guitar Hero, whoever's watching.
Yeah, if we could get like whatever 12-year-old to set up shop there. I was very close to being like, hey, kid, why don't you let the adults have a turn?
Yeah.
Why don't you pull out your dick and really scare them?
Well, be so scared that that your dick could also look like that as an adult.
Be a real guitar queero.
Whoa. Classic Matthew.
You hit them with their best shot.
Fire away.
Thinking of other songs that are in Guitar Hero. The one that Dave and Buster's. I played that one. That's the one I had when I was a teenager. My brother had it, but me and him both would play it. It was
the name of is
Killing in the Name of.
Bomb. 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 Coming in my fucking face. Some of those that jerk me off are the same that suck me off.
Those who die, they're justified by busting a nut and it gets in my eye. They played "Killing in the Name of" when we saw Limp Bizkit.
Yeah,
really?
They did.
That was cool.
How much were Limp Bizkit tickets?
50.
Not as much as Blink-182 tickets.
God damn, how wild is that?
Is it like $500?
Yeah,
people
the
are
cheapest
saying?
ones I could find, both at MSG and Barclays Center, were over $150.
That's crazy, man. You're fucking a Kardashian. You're charging an arm and a leg for fucking tickets. What happened, man? Let's make a solemn swear that Locker Room Talk will never charge more than $20 for a ticket.
Never charge more than $20 for a ticket.
35.
30, 35, 40,
55.
69.
No way. We're
69.
We will never
yeah.
charge more than $69.
hell yeah. All right, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Or $420.69.
Right. We may do $420.
So that's VIP.
How fucking famous would we have to be to charge that much
Yeah.
for people to come in and watch us
Talk.
sit down and talk for an hour? $420, please, for my to be able to hear my unfiltered thoughts.
It's already arrogant for us to do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be like, oh yeah, people want to hear. What
How
we have
how
to say.
greedy are we? It's like we should be grateful for like the $150 that we do have.
$160 as of today. That's right, guys. I run the books here at Locker Room Talk.
You cook the books like
I-
Dane Cook's brother.
Yeah, his brother-in-law, I think it was.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah. Do you know about this?
I thought it was his brother that like
His brother-in-law.
stole a bunch of money from him.
Brother,
So
what
it
are you
was his
doing?
sister's husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Sad.
Why? Why is it sad?
I feel like it's sad if you get ripped off, but also if it's your financial planner that does it. But if it's just like
Family.
also family, I feel like that sucks.
It sucks.
Because familia is everything.
Really? We're
familia
family.
es todo.
We're family.
We are. We're incel family.
Incel family. Podcast family.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we keeping you up, Matthew?
Yeah, Matt, what the fuck?
We just started talking about Dane Cook. I got a little tired.
Ooh.
He's jealous because
shade.
Dane Cook's the original sleeveless comedian.
Is that true?
He did his like premium blend set in a tank top, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
His signature look.
Yeah.
What a badass.
Did you see his new special?
No.
I haven't either. Dane Cook has a new special.
We filmed it in front of his house.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jealous?
Where's his house?
Los Angeles.
Okay.
Where the other half of the comedians live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is wild. Like, it's either New York or L.A.
There's Austin now too.
Austin's not a thing. It's going to fade, dude.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Even after Joe Rogan opens his comedy club?
Absolutely, dude. It's not. It doesn't have, like, the longevity that these other places.
Well, I do think that there's at least like Philly's got a really good scene and they'll come up and do New York stuff, but you can like make a living out of Philly.
Let's go to Philly.
Philadelphia.
Is there anywhere like that
in
near LA where you like is there anyone in the Bay Area really making? I mean, that's still like what is that, like 6 hour
San
drive
Francisco.
from LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not
6-8
even that
hour
close.
drive, maybe.
Yeah.
San Francisco, where the dicks go.
Yeah.
Come
In
on, you
my
don't mean
ass.
that.
I mean it. I'm lying, I'm crying, I shed a tear.
Yeah, I think with like podcasting and the internet, you'll probably get people from like other scenes who like right now you're getting people like someone like Theo Vaughn who lives in Nashville, does his podcast out of there, and then he tours and does
Nice.
stand up.
Can we do that?
And I think they'll probably be Doug Stanhope lives in like Bisbee, Arizona. I think eventually you may get to the point where people, if you have a good comedy scene and you get really good in that scene, you can like make a living out of a Denver or
Can I
wherever.
move back to San Francisco? Does that mean?
I don't know. If
I
you
could
could live,
finally leave this
if you
nightmare?
could live anywhere, where would you live?
I don't
in the
know.
U.S.
I don't know.
Well, my answer is going to annoy you, Matt.
It's
Uh-oh.
New York.
It's New York City,
Yeah.
baby.
It has to be New York, man.
Mm.
I can't imagine living anywhere else. It's the
Wouldn't
greatest
annoy
city.
me just because you want to live somewhere different than I do.
Yeah, that's me projecting. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's how I feel when people have a different opinion than myself.
Really?
I get fucking worked up.
Yeah.
You think about taking a knife?
I think about taking a knife and committing Harry Carey in front of them while screaming, "This is your fault. You made
Ooh.
me do this." Just cutting myself and blaming it on
Nice,
them.
dude.
What an unhinged behavior if anyone was retarded enough to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has somebody done that?
I don't know.
A
Maybe
comedian?
maybe in life. Maybe somewhere out there.
Yeah, I never heard of anything like it.
Some borderline personality going on and on and on and on. Na 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 na.
What do you think is the
Dude, I
next?
do
yeah.
want to. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie.
I was gonna say, like, who do you think is gonna be like the next like reunion band that is gonna charge?
Well,
way
you
too
know why
much?
Blink-182 reunited because Mark Hoppus had cancer and he beat it. And then so Tom was like, maybe I should stop thinking about aliens so much and join Blink-182.
Is
again.
that what was the breakup about? I don't really know the history.
my understanding is that Tom DeLonge is like, or I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, but Tom, the guitarist slash singer, is just like kind of like annoying person to work with.
Okay.
Yeah, because he would like he's left twice, and it's unclear if he quit or was asked to leave by the other two guys. But like Mark and Travis have always have.
Because didn't they come out with like an album a few years ago?
Yeah, but they've been playing with the guy from Alkaline Trio, Matt Skiba, who they just like fired. They were like, "Tom's back, you're gone." Apparently, it was amicable.
Yeah.
But he probably saw the writing on the wall. He's like, "Okay, at some point, Tom's gonna come back, and I'm gonna get kicked out." So
It's not going to be a permanent thing.
they kicked their drummer out too. A lot of people don't know that Travis Barker is not the original drummer of Blink-182.
Who is?
It's this guy Scott, and I believe his last name is Raynard, but it's definitely Scott. And allegedly fired for being an alcoholic. But some people think that it may have also had something to do with Travis being a monumentally better drummer than this guy Scott. Because I don't know, I'm not like an expert, but apparently Travis Barker is like one of the best drummers ever.
Now that Tyler Hawkins is dead.
Who's that?
The Foo Fighters.
Who everyone loved.
Well, so he's beloved, but like, was he like a really talented drummer?
Not as much as Dave Grohl, but yeah, on par.
Dave Grohl's not a drummer, is he?
Yeah, he is.
He started in Nirvana.
Oh, and he was the drummer for Nirvana?
Yeah.
Because now he was Foo Fighters, and he was the singer for Foo Fighters.
Matt, listen, I don't want to be mean, but I think you might be the only person that didn't know that.
What? No, I know he's Foo Fighters and came from Nirvana. I didn't know he was a drummer because he's like the lead singer of Foo Fighters, right?
But in the first Foo Fighters album, he played all the instruments.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Foo Fighters was originally a side project of Dave Grohl.
So I knew some of it.
What did you think Dave Grohl did in Nirvana?
I didn't know. I just know he was in Nirvana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. You know he wasn't the singer, right?
Yeah, I knew I know Kurt Cobain was the singer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, look at this little fucking twerp.
Yeah. Hey, Finnegan.
For those just listening, Joe's talking about Finnegan the dog and not me.
Yeah.
Right, Finnegan?
So then when Dave Grohl went to Foo Fighters, the first album, he played all the instruments
Yeah,
and
it was
sang.
That's
an
pretty
incredible
cool.
strain to do it live.
And then he just got a band around him, and he was the singer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You got like
And Taylor Hawkins was the Foo Fighters
there
singer.
was like Taylor Hawkins was the drummer, and then you got
Yeah.
Nate Mendel on bass.
I have very
Chris Shiflett.
for like show business, music stuff. I have very like cursory knowledge of things. Some things I will just happen to know, and it's just at one point I randomly looked, but I never did like deep dives on it because I was so like sports obsessed that I know every like MVP or NBA MVP, World Series winner, Stanley Cup winner, but there's a lot of other stuff I just very base level knowledge of. Mark always makes fun of me because I'll say I have a band I like, and he'll just be like, "You just know their hits."
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn. But that's fine. They're the hits for a reason.
Yeah.
They're the best songs.
Yeah.
I do like to listen to, and this is going to make me sound like a little bit of hipster, but the Blink-182 albums that I feel like are a little slept on are Dude Ranch, which
Dude
has
Ranch is
Damn It
great.
on it.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Josie. Yeah. You know what I found out about Josie is
What?
that it's so the song it starts with "My girlfriend takes me home when I'm too drunk to drive,"
Yeah.
and it's all this sweet stuff about how much he loves his girlfriend.
Yeah.
But it was written by a young Mark Hoppus, imagining what having a girlfriend would be like.
Oh, sweet.
So if you if you listen to it again, it puts a much sadder fucking tone to the song, because it's not like, oh, it's this woman that he loves. It's like it's a lonely man wishing that he could have a girlfriend.
And she never takes a shit, and she has big tits that never fucking sag.
Yeah,
She-
my girlfriend doesn't have opinions at all. And I never have to hold her purse when she's shopping at the mall. She says my jokes aren't funny and my podcast isn't gay. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
The
doggy.
perfect woman. Yeah, my girlfriend has a penis, but nobody knows.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Actually, nowadays, if you have a trans girlfriend, you want everybody to know she's trans.
Would
Get
you
that.
date a trans person for real?
I would not. Sorry. Is this the episode where we get canceled?
Maybe. Joe, what band do you want to reunite?
Huh. And like they have to be like they have to be like broken up. They can't.
Yeah. Well, what about
REM. I'd love to go to an REM reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a great band.
Even though you've already lost your religion.
What else? What other band?
What about one musician you could bring back to life for one concert to go to?
Ooh,
Was it the guy from Milli Vanilli?
that's another good one.
Dimebag Darrell.
I
Even
guess
though
I'd
he
see-
apparently liked to say the N-word almost as much as Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some
didn't know
stuff
that.
about like.
Yeah.
I mean, they're from Texas. You
Yeah.
kinda,
What
it's in
can
their
you do?
constitution that you have to say it.
And like maybe I don't know. Maybe he read a book so he understands.
Yeah. Bobby, what about you? One musician you get to bring back to life to see play live at a live concert.
Proof from D12, so D12 can do a concert.
Mm.
That'd be beautiful. Some people say that Proof killed a guy before he was killed, but I'm willing to forgive him because his verse on Under the Influence is one of the best.
No, as good as Not Afraid by Eminem.
See, that's the error, like recovery error Eminem. Like, I'm glad he's alive, but it's a little corny.
I'm not afraid
Yeah, it sounds a little corny.
to do a rap. Everybody, don't say it's crap. I'm gonna rhyme 2 words together and make a song, and it won't be very long. Everybody, like the rhythm. Holla if you think I'm trans now. On the same day.
Beautiful.
Thank
It's
you.
like he's in the room with us.
Yeah. Do you think he's like less of a man now that he doesn't do drugs?
I plead the fifth. He was not like a cool needle in the arm guy. He was like Valium and Ambien and shit.
Who was that?
Eminem. He's talking
Yeah.
about Eminem's addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who recently turned 50, by the way, and he looks fantastic, but definitely dyes his hair black.
Yeah.
Which will be interesting to see. When does he let that go?
Mm.
Because there's no 50-year-old man with no gray hairs.
He might just shave his head.
Bald Eminem? I don't know. He does have a good, like, he definitely is not balding at all. And that's
Long hairline.
Yeah, so just have that.
I
But
mean,
you
like
could have gray hair.
it's rare to see a gray-haired rapper.
Yeah. Mhm. They usually don't live that long.
I think like what was it? I think like the Beastie Boys were kind of going gray a little bit.
I think the 2 remaining ones are definitely gray by now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
but
probably
don't.
wear they wear baseball hats a lot though.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having to wear a baseball hat or else people make fun of your hair?
Matt wears a baseball hat so people don't make fun of his hair.
Actually, I wear a baseball hat. I wore baseball hats when I had the long hair, too. I like the way I look in baseball hats, and I've never known what to do with my hair since I've cut it short. So I just keep wearing a baseball hat. And I had just gotten a haircut, and I got a fade. And so that day, I didn't have a hat with me, and then we recorded. And the first 3 YouTube comments were saying something. But no, I think for the most part, since I cut my hair short, whenever I'm dating a girl, whatever she wants me to do with it, I will.
What
One
does
day
she
we're
do?
gonna see you in fucking pigtails, Matt.
Yeah, maybe. I was doing the buzz cut for a while because a girl I was dating liked that. That was just annoying because then I had to get it cut every 2 weeks or else it starts to look really shitty.
Why don't you just shave your head or get a buzzer?
Because then you have to like do that every couple of weeks and maintain it.
Just buzz it. Just buy a buzzer.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
My MO is I just have my hair like this, and then the moment I have to start brushing it, I get a cut again. Because I'm a busy man. I don't have time to get a hairbrush, to get a comb. Do you comb your mustache, Joseph?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Does that blow your mind?
It does blow my mind. Do you ever think about going back to being a short-haired man? Because,
Never.
listen, you're beautiful, but I saw like a young, dare I say thin, short-haired Joseph, and
Ooh.
I had some pedophilic urges, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
You think I can bring it back?
Short hair, clean shaven Joe. Very angelic look.
Yeah.
Yikes.
You are handsome. I'm sorry, you
We'll
are
bring it
handsome.
We'll see, man. Anything's possible. Maybe in November I'll switch it up.
For No Shave November, you're going to shave?
Yeah, how about that?
Hell yeah. Fuck pancreatic
Fuck that
cancer or
shit,
prostate
dude.
cancer.
Or whatever
That's-
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely going to
One of those
do
cancers
that
that
to
starts with
raise
a P.
awareness for whatever sort of cancer we're supposed to be
Yeah,
aware of.
whatever you're in favor of, fuck
Do you think Matt and I should grow mustaches for No Shave November?
No, my facial hair is a little thin, so the mustache looks real like creepy. I
Oh,
like
really?
full beard though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, just the mustache. Mine doesn't come in real thick, so it would just look like what's the fucking the nerdy guy who does the yes meme? Is that from Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah, the Napoleon Dynamite's brother.
Yeah, that
be
it would
him.
look like that. Yeah.
See, I've never done No Shave November, and I've gone like a week or two without shaving, but I get real itchy.
Ooh.
Yeah. if it
Yeah,
gets
same when
too
it
long.
goes growing on my neck. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I don't like neck beards. It's like a thing that people insult people for. I don't know why anyone would let their beard grow on their neck. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I think a neck beard is like
Well, the thing is, they can't grow facial hair up here, so it grows in on their neck.
But
That's
I
what
don't,
the
I don't think it's
insult.
a fashion choice. I think they're at the level of like they ignore their hygiene and
Yeah.
pursue
Yeah.
with video games.
But I
or
think it's
whatever.
also some of it is that they can't grow a real beard, so they grow it on their neck because they're closest they can get. They're not a real man. They can't grow a real beard.
I don't see it that. I think the reason why it's an insult is wow, you really cannot take care of yourself that you don't shave the neck. I don't think any man is looking in the mirror and be like, look at my neck
Yeah.
and all the hair that's growing.
Yeah.
I think it's more like you ever see neckbeard nests on the subreddit?
No.
There's neckbeard nests, and you could just tell like how like someone would be like, my roommate left his door open, and it's like just manga all over on the floor, fucking Mountain Dew bottles with piss in them,
Yeah.
Damn.
and like half-eaten like Dorito bags everywhere, and it's just someone that is like a complete hedonist and can't get his life together,
Yeah.
and has straight up like accepted, quote unquote accepted, that like pussy is just not in the cards for him. I think the worst I ever saw was there was a picture of a desk with a toilet paper ring around it, like to hold a toilet paper roll, so it functioned as a jerk off station. So you're at your computer desk and you want to jack off, and the toilet paper's right there.
Perfect.
That's a level of no woman will ever be here.
Yeah.
That's like, holy shit, dude. Like, you got a drill
Yeah.
and did like a little fun project dedicated to your chronic masturbation.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Dedication.
Dedication, one might say. I don't know. Cause like Joe, you're a
50% will. 40%. What's that song?
What is it?
Concentrated power will. 100% reasons to remember the name. It was it was one of those songs that was in like every football movie in the mid 2000s.
I have no idea what this is.
Remember the Name is the name of the song, I think.
Remember the name.
Yeah.
That's what I say after I fucking rape a woman.
Yeah. Remember
the name.
Matt Marin.
I'm raping women and telling them my name's Matt Marin. Ooh, that's a very funny way to get back at an enemy.
Oh, the best way.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power or will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Hell yeah. Remember the Titans. Motherfucker. We out. We going to Olive Garden. Never ending breadsticks. Pasta dish. We out.
My Nockies.